The topic that I will be talking about today is liabilities. Definition: liability is merely an obligation that you owe to somebody else. It is the debt of a business that represents as creditor's claim on business assets. It is a company's legal financial debts or obligations that arises during any business operations. How does it work? Liabilities can be owed or borrowed from places like banks or from suppliers or from creditors. Liabilities are settled over time with money or goods and services. They should be paid between the time lag entitled to them. Some liabilities come with interest. If not paid in the requested time lag, interest may add up, which would result in paying a higher value. The examples of liabilities can be loans such as car loans or student loans, from credit cards, account payables, mortgages which are house loans, deferred revenues, wages payable, and customer deposits. Here is a real-world example. If you have only about 20,000 in your bank account and you have decided to go buy a new car that is worth for $150,000, you will be spending your money on a liability, as you have no enough money to pay for the car, and therefore money is needed to be paid on an installment basis from your salary for a certain period of time until the debt is completed. Often, the money is paid at the end of the month. This type of liability is called long-term liability, which can be paid for more than 1 year, as the owner is unable to pay the debt within 1 year. There are two types of liabilities. One will be current liability and another one will be long-term liabilities, which is also known as non-current liabilities. The obligation for current liabilities are due within 1 year or in a company's operating cycle. However, if a company's operating cycle is longer than 1 year, they can still be paid within the operating cycle. Current liabilities are debts that can be paid in such short time, unlike long-term liabilities. Current liabilities help analyze how many debts will be due next year and whether the company will have enough short-term resources to pay these debts in order to see how a company is financed, because debts are to be paid in such short time, which can be risky. For example, wages, taxes, and account payables. Long-term liabilities. Long-term liabilities, are also known as non-current liabilities, are obligations of an enterprise or a corporation that are not payable within 1 year due to the large amount of value. They can be broken into two parts. One, the amount due next year, and the amount not due within a year. This helps investors and creditors to see how a company is financed. It is important as it is not as risky as current liabilities, as it is not to be paid off immediately. Examples: bonds payable and long-term notes payables. Thank you.